Here's a good dating tip for bald guys. I've been married for a long time. And dating my wife for years before that. But I've been bald for even longer than that. So I do know a thing or two about dating as a bald guy. Okay, bald. It doesn't matter, it makes no difference. None. Stop worrying about it so much. This is your friend. This guy is your friend. Listen to him. Oh, I love you, guy. When you try to grow hair and you do some shitty comb over or whatever it is that you do, you're just hiding your... you're not even hiding. You're making your insecurities plain. You're making it plain to everyone that you think you don't look good because you're bald. So every once a week or every 2 weeks or whatever, just do this. Cut it right down, get rid of it. One day your wife will hate you for this because you're gonna leave hair fucking everywhere. You're gonna try, but you're a man, so you're gonna do a bad job at cleaning it. But you will have a wife. And for fuck's sake, do this yourself. You don't need anyone's help. Cut your own hair. You're not making a sculpture. You're just gonna take this and drag it all over your big bald head. Your hideous head. Okay? But no matter how ugly your bald head is, it's not as ugly as a comb over. So get rid of the hair. Just do it. You don't have to shave it with a razor. You can if you want, but that's just too much work. And I posted that list of sexy bald guys or whatever. It'll come up here somewhere. That video. Oh boy, if you read the comments there, it's all, well, those guys are all sexy because they're muscly, not because they're bald. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did say they're hot despite being bald, not because they are bald. Now, what do women find attractive? Hair. Only hair and nothing but hair. If you don't have hair, you are doomed for life. Just look at all the people with hair and how many babies they're having. Regardless of, their body shape, their job, the car they drive, the house they own, the friends they have, their sense of humor, their, how interesting they are, all the stories they've got to tell, where they've been, what they know, what sort of books they read, do they read, none of that has any impact on how women rate the attractiveness of men. It's just hair, trust me, it's just hair. Give up now. If you don't have hair, just give up, because that is the only criterion women judge us by. You always find you've missed a spot. Now, facial hair. Actually, I'll have you know bloody well that having a beard and a bald head is cool, or cool. I don't know what the cool hand signal is, I'm not very cool. But you could do that. I will shave though, because I've had my fair share of beards, as if you look back through my videos it's evident. And I'm not in the mood right now for that, because as cool as beards are, they're a little bit like bodybuilding. Men will tell you how great your beard is, but women are completely oblivious to it. They don't even notice it. Well, not in a good way anyway. Women hate beards. Trust me, women hate beards. They might think it's cool until they kiss you. So, avoid beards in any major way. But don't ever do anything directly with the aim of picking up women. Just go out and have fun. That's the most important thing. Oh, Big Milan, you have such a hairy back. Yes. And that is, you know, all these people will tell you that you're going bald because of your diet and your lifestyle, not because of your genes and the testosterone. Well, riddle me this. Back hair is highly correlated, I'm sure, I haven't looked at any studies, with baldness. Are you telling me that I'm getting back hair because of my diet? But it may, I mean, look, I'm sure in certain instances that may be the case. For example, if you eat nuclear waste, here's some dating tips specifically for bald guys, all jokes aside. The exact same things for non-bald guys. Whatever applies to guys with hair applies to bald guys. There's no difference. The baldness really is a very minor setback. Very minor setback. So think back on that sarcastic list that I gave of things that women don't find attractive because they only care about hair. Well, this may come as a surprise to you who have been bald for a long time and think that it is so incredibly debilitating, but all those other factors do play a much larger role. They don't just come into play, they play a much larger role. Especially put together. I would say a man's income is far more important than his hairstyle. Look at Trump! Oh yeah, but Milan, you know, that specific guy you listed is really muscular. Well, how about this? How about you join the gym? What you see here, this body, whatever, I'm not particularly well built, but I do a hard job. I move furniture, I lift heavy things all day long. That's what this is. I haven't gone to the gym for 5-6 years. That's it, this is it. I just do hard work all day long. And I'm a bit on the skinny side, mainly because I don't want to be fat, and with the work amount that I do, this is as big as I'll get. Without gym. Look, I like to look good for my wife. I recently went and like a year ago, I got my six-pack back. It was slowly fading away after, you know, several years of living together, and she does cook very well for me. For us. But you know, you sort of stop going out as much, you stop doing all the things that you used to do. Adds up. Don't go to the gym, because ain't nobody got time for that. Except for you, because you're watching this, you don't have a girlfriend. Probably. So, you do have time. I was, perhaps, like 7 or 8 years ago, I was about 10, 11, 12, whatever kilograms heavier, so roughly 20-ish pounds heavier. And it was all muscle. I was built like a tank at the time, like a brick house. But I didn't have time for gym anymore. So I had two options. The one that most people choose, get fat, or eat less food and come back to this level. And I'll never be fat. Now people will tell you that You're not fat because you eat too much, you're not fat because of your lifestyle, it's some hormonal imbalance, it's your genes, it's whatever it is, it's advertising, it's making me fat. You stop eating, you will die. You will die a bag of bones. You will. If you don't eat for a month or two, you will die a hideous bag of bones. I'm not suggesting you don't eat for a month, I'm just suggesting you eat better and less. It actually plays a much bigger role than exercising. Exercising is important, it's very important, being active. But you could never burn off as much as you can eat. You can eat 5 pizzas today. You'll have a very hard time burning that off. Very, very hard time indeed, doing so much work that you burn off 5 pizzas and 3 bottles of Coke. And I mean, that's pretty conservative. You could probably eat a lot more pizzas and drink a lot more Coke today, but you couldn't work out until you drop dead, because that will do you no good. You will be dead. Eating a lot is a much slower way to die. So here's a great, essentially what I'm trying to say is, here's the best dating tip for bald guys. Eat more vegetables and meat. Stop eating junk food, don't eat chips, don't eat chocolate. Now I must admit I did eat about 2 teaspoons of Nutella. Well, Elverkrem, which is like some sort of Serbian Nutella. Today. But look at me, I can afford to do that. You may not be able to, I don't know who you are, but if you're obese, don't eat anything with sugar in it ever. I did, like I said, I got a little bit of a belly happening about 1.5 years ago, and you know, it kind of crept up on me. But then one day, much like this, I was looking at a mirror and I just decided, no, this is not happening, I'm having none of this. So I stopped drinking soft drinks, stopped eating chocolates and candy, anything like that. Even lowered my fruit to a minimum, because fruit, believe it or not, is pretty bad if you're trying to lose weight. It's got vitamins, so do vegetables. Eat vegetables. Eat capsicums and cucumbers, broccoli, whatever, carrots, vegetables. Go to a supermarket, I can't be sitting here naming vegetables, eat them. And low-fat diets are fucking bullshit. You have to eat fat. I eat tons of fat. Look at me. Do I look like I eat fat? No. It's counterintuitive. What your body does is, when you eat fat, it uses that fat for energy. It's hard, it's not easy, because your body would rather use sugar for energy. But when you stop eating sugar for a long time, now that's what happens. Your body eats a lot of sugar, you have a can of Coke, you have some chocolate, you have some fruit, you have some cake, a bunch of bread, and all the excess carb intake gets turned into fat, stored for energy for later. But as long as you keep taking in sugar, your body will never eat that fat. And it's not used to eating the fat because you're always constantly feeding it sugar. Oh, pasta, sandwiches, cereals. Oh my god, cereals are such a load of crap. Don't eat cereal. You read the label, it's like 60% sugar. Even the good ones. Like the good ones, the best ones. I'm not talking about those colourful sugary ones. I'm talking about the shitty lame ones. They're still like at least 50% sugar. Or carbohydrates or whatever you want to call it. But when you don't give your body the option to eat sugar and all you're allowed is to eat is fat and protein, well, fat it is. Your body kind of gears up to use fat, and then lo and behold, your body's full of it. Now, I don't know what sort of fat content I'm on right now. I would still preferably be slightly lower, but yeah, I'm okay with this. Now, let's say I'm at like 10% or something like that. Now, I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking comments saying, you're at least 15, I don't know, whatever it is. But if you're at 50% fat, if you're like this big, oh boy, there's a lot of survival storage, emergency storage there. Your body will be able to eat that fat for months. So what you want to do is eat like, just meat, eat meat, eat beef, that's got some fat in it. Eat beef, eat pork, eat just fatty things. Meat, just eat meat, nothing too fat, eat meat and eat vegetables, and don't eat until you forget how lonely you are. That will change in time. Just eat until you've eaten something. Okay? Feeling hungry is completely perfectly normal. Feeling hungry doesn't mean that impending doom is around the corner. Feeling hungry is a completely natural thing. If you were living in the forest in a tree and you had to hunt rabbits and foxes and I don't know what and look for nuts and roots in the ground, you think you'd be sitting there rubbing your big belly, you know, every day thinking, oh man, that was the best feed ever, oh my god, I'm so full. No, you'd almost never feel that way. You'd constantly be worried about when your next meal is even going to be. You'd be hungry almost every day. Sometimes you wouldn't eat for a couple of days. With that in mind, your body is designed to make you demolish food because it knows that you will be starving in a few days. So store anything excess as energy for later, as fat, and eat as much as you can right now. That's what you're designed for. You're not designed for supermarkets or McDonald's. You're not supposed to have food at your fingertips at any moment that you desire. Now, that is all well and good, you should eat, you shouldn't starve yourself. But don't eat so much that you want to throw up and just fall asleep on the not in that order, or in any order. Missed the spot. As I said, you always miss a spot. It's the key. So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? I don't know what the light is over there, but what's wrong with this? Looking like this. Is anyone going to look at me and say, oh my god, that guy is hideous, he doesn't have hair? I hope not. Do you? Is that what you think? Are you thinking right now, oh dear Lord, this guy could never be married to an attractive chemical engineer, because he is. And it's not because of my haircut, I don't think. I'll be back with more because I can obviously tell that this isn't going to be easy. Now, I was really bad with women when I was a teenager. Really bad. Up until I was like 20 or so, I had no clue what I was doing. None. But like anything else in life, if you want something, you go out and get it. Just do whatever it takes to get what you want. Now, if you want to get better at making friends and picking up women or whatever it is that you want to do, well, the information is there. And I will spoon feed you that information if you want. Like airplane styles. Not because I want you to pick up women, it's because I want to make your lives better. Because as I will show you, it's not about women at all, it's about being happy yourself. Once you are happy with yourself, people will just want to be around you. Everyone, including women. If you see a guy surrounded by 10 guys and they're all like, hey, tell us about that thing or whatever, they're gonna be curious as to who the fuck this guy is as well. Why is this guy surrounded by people? I love helping people. I wish I didn't have to. I wish you guys all knew this. I didn't know it, but I went out and learned it. A lot of people just, I feel, probably will just give up and never bother. And I'll be damned if I don't try and help you guys out. You silly fucks. Now I'll try and clean this up, and then my wife will yell at me eventually, so anyway, I'll end this video before that happens.